So we look at grid 145175. I've marked out a little bit. Just give me a little. I'm here, Sergeant.
Yep, got it.
Yep.
Hoorah.
Good.
All right. So green is 2-1 Charlie, blue is 2-1 Bravo, and red is 2-1 Alpha. 2-1 Alpha and 2-1 Charlie's position can be interchanged. However, I just prefer Alpha on the left for keeping information unset. So the basic tenets of this are Bravo, which is in the back. It's a U formation clearing a single street. So we have Bravo in the back. They are both looking in front of the formation, so in this case northwest and southeast. So they might have, depending on where we are, two guys looking each. So they're covering both down the road and behind us as well. And they have the M249, so they can lay down some heavy suppressive firepower if something comes up around the bend, as they say. Let's take a look at Alpha and Charlie. Alpha and Charlie are mainly responsible for their respective sides. So the first man is looking down the street as well of each team. Second man and third man would be looking, sort of in, let me just mark it real, sort of like that and that, whatever openings they came to. And fourth man, might be looking that or even behind the street, like that. So we sort of have this bubble of protection. I'll mark out the rest so we can sort of visualize it. So that's sort of our bubble of protection created by this formation. And the idea being that we are looking every direction at all times while still being able to assault. So if we need to assault this southwestern compound, the southwestern building, then Alpha can assault it while Charlie then switches their guy. And let me just clear the dots. So Alpha and Red can assault this building that I marked in blue. And then Charlie now, their first guy might be looking exactly west. So I'd be looking over here, which I marked in blue, to cover that way since Alpha is no longer looking there. Is there any questions about just moving down the street? So every entrance is covered. So whenever, if we need to cross right here, then it's important that the entire squad stays in line. So Alpha needs to be at that blue dot as Charlie gets to that blue dot, and the crossing needs to happen at the same time with one man on the corner covering like that. And we'll go over it dry runs in progress, but sort of like that, the entire team crosses.
User was moved out of your channel.
So are there any questions with just this basic U formation type thing?
User moved to your channel.
It's not. Alright, let's talk about crossing like an intersection. So let's take a look at grid 144177. We got a four-way. Everyone see that?
Hey, firm.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to try my best to explain this. It might be a little confusing, so just let me know. By the way, I did forget to mention, but Bravo can be substituted for a Vic. If we have a Vic, then Bravo basically has two men on the ground and a driver together.
Can I add one thing?
Go ahead.
Alright, I don't know how to change my volume with these new settings. It might help me out. What's the default to change the
Still
volume?
Control Tab.
Okay, so you see the way that Fogo is having Bravo, the line across the road. You guys don't actually have to be in a line. Whoever is Bravo team can be in cover. Just facing those directions and actually covering those directions. I was just bringing that up because when I brought this formation up to somebody, they thought that it was like actually Bravo laying across the road.
Yeah, I should probably mention that. Yeah, by the way, the guys, like, the distance between the units is not real. You know, I'm not trying to scale or anything like that. It's just the directions they're covering and the basic formation that the squad should look in, which will be a U, pretty much. Alright, so look, so at that four-way intersection, we need to cross it while maintaining our security, which basically means right now we have Bravo looking both northwest and southeast. Alpha is looking to their west, and Charlie is looking to their east, and they need to get up to their respective corner at the same time. This formation really hinges on that, and that'll be the hardest part when we practice, is staying together with Alpha and Charlie, making sure they're sort of looking across the road at each other, making sure they're in line. So when we get to the corner, I'm going to start marking black dots for this. First guy in Alpha takes the corner, is looking down the street. At the same time, first guy in Charlie takes the corner, is looking down the street. As soon as that guy takes the corner, second guy from Alpha crosses, and he's looking straight ahead now. Same thing with Charlie. And we do this in teams of two, so that's why I marked two black dots. So you basically have two guys covering west, southwest, two guys covering northeast, and then two guys cross. So you'll end up with one guy looking down the road northwest on each side, and the other guy on this corner, the northwest and the northeast corners, covering the west and east. Everyone follow that?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright. Once you're set up here, now we have basically Bravo it hasn't done anything yet. Bravo crosses at this point while still covering their sectors. Let me clarify. They cover. They bound in teams, so they'll have one team. So one guy looking southeast down the road, one guy looking straight ahead up the road, or depending on the situation, two guys looking behind us, since we already have two guys watching the front. And then half of Bravo will bound, and then the other half will bound. And then once that happens, the four guys still on the southeast side will come across, and the entire squad has successfully crossed the intersection without ever losing an inch. I think that's enough talking. Let's get down to practice.
All right. I am having terrible frame rate issues. Give me 1 minute.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys might want to mess around with your view distance settings. It seems like Ace reduces them.
Armor's having a really bad
sort of messes with them.
I have mine at 2,000, and I'm fine.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yours is at 2,000, mine's at 4.
What are you looking at?
Okay.
We're going to be doing mount. There's nothing more than 300 meters away.
You got me there. I'm just trying to get my settings right for operation standard.
The lower view distance I go, the worse frames I have. That's some logic.
It seems to be dependent on the server for me.
Hey,
Which one you want to practice, without a Vic or with one Vic?
We're going to use all 3 Vics to move to the location, and then we'll practice without a Vic, and we'll do the actual operation with a Vic just to change it up.
Okay.
hey,
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
You got Smythe with you as well, and I think he's loaded out as a rifleman. The wrong backpack, but yeah.
Smythe or Smithy?
Smithy, you mean?
Smythe.
No,
that's
it's Smythe. It's Smythe.
Yeah. Oh, crazy, right?
What? Why is Smythe here? He has a fucking operation. Where is Smythe?
It's
different.
different
It's
slide.
fine.
Oh, different Smythe, okay.
LAR slide.
How did you get the...
He had in the channel, but I went M16.
Oh.
Alright, you hear me?
Good.
Yeah?
Go ahead and get mounted up. We're gonna
User
head,
joined your channel.
We'll just head to the town that you're utilizing, actually.
Alright, let's go. Alpha Bravo Charlie, that order of X.
Second big guys.
Last thing.
Do you have the frame rate to drive? Is that one?
Oh wait, no, we got the third. Yeah, last thing.
Alright, yeah, I'll practice in the Humvee.
Alright.
What up?
You'll be with, Bravo. 21.2, second day. 221.2, second day.
Rose only.
Almost.
Where is it?
Alpha Zaire is grabbing them 27, need to know. You can grab the 249 ETA 30 Sierra.
Well, Corporal, I think I'm assigned to you.
Right on.
Hoorah.
I'll join up with you as soon as we probably just get deployed out.
Sounds good. We're Bravo's all mounted and ready to go.
Okay, so 221.2.
Yep.
Charlie's ready to go. We're also on convoy net. Over.
Stanley, are you on convoy?
Setting up my radio.
Housing's checking on convoy net.
Be advised, my driver's game just crashed. You can just hold on a minute.
This is Vic 2 checking in on Covenant. An idea. I'm gonna use the Vic's comms. I don't have to go through all these channels.
You don't do that normally?
No.
You're a
I
crazy
do it on
person.
radio.
You're a crazy person.
I didn't know there was any comms on the Vic until like a week ago.
What? This makes me look bad.
Vic 2 Oscar Mike.
Actual, be advised, one of my guys is still DC'd.
Copy, just get him back in.
Oh, it's a Humvee.
Roger, we're rolling without him and then they'll join us afterwards.
I
Stay firm.
can join your
Roger.
opposite side here. Which team you want me on?
Oh my god, Vic 1. Hold 2 minutes.
Sorry, what'd you say, Smitty? Mike?
Yeah, which team you want me on? Red, blue, yellow, green?
You could just stay yellow, that's fine. Hopefully you can hear me.
Yep, I can hear you.
The brakes are so sensitive on this thing.
Yeah, it's like completely different to drive than the old MRAPs. They're almost too responsive.
Yeah, a little bit. It's hard to make those turns look pretty. I might have to use the handbrake. What was that down for?
Needs to maintain speed or we're gonna run right up his ass.
I know. Someone's gonna be something like that.
I gotta
this guy
hit the
gonna
west.
be. Vic 2 turning right.
Looks like Vic 4 is super behind us.
Vic 2 turning right. Vic 1 not on the road.
Yeah.
They're not.
We saw
Whoa.
an IED you didn't want to tell us about.
I guess I'll follow his tracks. He's on ID. What is going on with that?
Ask.
Vic, are you doing okay up there? Thanks for herringbone. Thanks to a herringbone.
Probably should have been behind that Vic, but whatever.
Yeah, they kind of pulled off pretty quick.
Did they even say they were?
Oh, they didn't say anything.
Yeah, let's dismount.
2-1, getting U formation on this ASR.
Let's get in a line across the back of this road. Blue team, if you guys want to be in the middle and red, and we'll be on the sides.
You okay?
And then yellow, I guess you could just hang with me.
Or
2-1, start moving towards the town. We're practicing with white. I expect you to stop it if you need to correct something.
Wickham, you are blue facing.
Alpha's still forming up. We have
Facing forward and rear, just like check. Actually, red team will look behind since you guys are looking and have better avenue of fire to our front. Bravo's set.
Charlie set.
Did you get that, Stanley?
Yeah. All team set. Are we ready to move? Affirm, 2-1, move up to the town. Roger. You rest when you're dead, jog it up. Interrogative, do you want a patrol pace or combat pace jog? I want a guns up patrol base, sorry, guns down patrol base when we get in here, and then we'll go guns up. Roger that, over.
So I'll look for blue team just a sec.
Guns up when you hit the town, and then slow it
Guns
down
up
a lot.
and walking when we hit the town.
Alpha Charlie, you need to be in line with each other.
Blue team, get up on us.
All team stop.
Halt.
Who just ran across? No. Alright, we've come to an intersection. That means we need to cross it, coordinating between Alpha and Charlie. So, once everyone's set up like this, we are in a 360. Nobody's going to kill us from any side. And the first two men, and so Alpha and Charlie, you guys need to have your first two men ready to cross, which means that your second two men have to be ready to take up the positions of the first two. So make that change if you need it. Alright, so when I call the order,
Alright, let's move up. Moving up.
Let's talk about crossing the street, 2-1. You need to trust that your areas are being covered. Can't cover and move. Which slows you down. So if you're crossing, you are sprinting. If you are covering, you are staying still. There's no middle option. Alright, we are in correct position now. However, it did not happen fast enough. Go back.
Move back.
This time I expect the second two of each team to cover immediately as soon as the first two cross. And I expect the first two to cross.
About right here.
That does not leave any room to be picked off when you can't fire because you're walking and raising your gun. Truck, what's the question? Okay, so Shrock, what you're doing right now is you're looking down the street with pain, right? When the order for cross is called, Stillo and Klosky need to be able to fill your positions right away as you two both run over here. The first one will look down the street as I am.
Yeah.
You can't still hear me. So first two cross with me. From each team. First two cross with me from each team. So you guys sprint across, right? And the first man is going to cover right down the road. The second man is going to cover exactly like this. Okay? Yeah.
What do you want me to be?
You're asking me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm with, was it Corporal Whitaker or Whitfield?
Whitcomb.
Whitcomb, sorry.
It's all good, man. It's weird.
Well, you know, it's somewhere in between. It's Whitcomb.
Pretty close.
So I'll be a hybrid soldier, fancy CLS corpsman.
When the first two start to cross and the second two take up.
But if you call me Mongol over the phone, you know, I'll come to your rescue.
That's a good point. Let's bring it up.
As for this Mongol one, though, I will be monitoring 4-2 just in case you need me.
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah.
I had a good comment from Private Campbell. His comment, the question rather, was, why are the first two members crossing the street and the two new members taking up the position? Gotcha. Okay. So now you're just gonna have the two new guys move up and the two. Yep. Good. Okay. By the way, we're gonna limit the non-combat section because we want to limit the training as well. So we'll cut it off, say 10 or 15 minutes or so. Does that sound fair? Good. Or if you finish first, that's fine too.
Is one here. Alright, so the first two from each side was the change measure. The first two will continue covering, and the second two will then cross the street and take up those positions. So let's
Good
try
call,
that.
Kimball.
So second two from each team are going to cross with the first two covering. Correct. Fourth man looks down the street. First man looks forward. Third man, sorry. If you have 5 man, you can figure your team to figure out how to work that out. I'm just talking with whatever you want. Alright, so let's cross now.
Alright, let's get ready. Whoa, it's a little laggy.
So Bravo. This is your time to cross.
Red team crossing.
And you want your other team to be covering our flank, our rear side. So
I'm looking forward.
The other section of Bravo will be covering our
Red set.
section crosses.
Losing Chris.
Did you want?
Yeah, that's right. So. Alright, now that Bravo's crossed, the rest of the buddy teams can cross, so everyone else who's still here can cross. Alright, and just note to the first two guys from Alpha and Charlie, what will happen is bunch up unless you guys are aware enough to see what's happening behind you, and then space it out as more and more people come. So let's continue movement down this road.
Warm back up.
Every single intersection you have, so you have every single like little mini thing you have, post someone on here, let the rest of the team cross, and then that guy falls in as the fourth man.
Right behind you.
Go ahead and pass through me.
Oscar Mike.
So we're going to keep moving down the street, just make sure you stay in line.
Keep coming. Keep coming.
So one set up and then cross this intersection when ready.
Done, set up on the corner. Myself and my still across this.
That means Alpha and Charlie need to be talking to each other over squad net to coordinate this.
Charlie, tell me when you're set. Charlie set.
Wait till I give the order.
Alpha set.
Doing cross now.
Cross everything what?
I'm just standing next to you, so we keep it in a line.
First team set from Alpha.
Bravo's moving across. Red go.
Charlie set.
Rest of you hold. Pull up some
Right.
after Bravo taxi.
Alright, blue go.
Blue's moving.
Bravo set.
Charlie's crossing.
Rest of you cross. Spread out.
I'm gonna pull up front.
So we'll keep movement down the road now. North.
Continuing to move.
Roger.
Alpha looks like you have a straggler.
Affirm, hold on. He's having control issues. Charlie's at the intersection. Alpha set. Ready to move on SL's order.
Done. And,
Yeah.
You guys are already facing the rear. Do you want us to move up first? And then you guys pull up second?
Oh yeah, good plan.
That way we don't change.
no, no.
Sounds good. That's better. I'm not really awake right now.
You good? How do you say so?
We're all learning, we're all different moves, so.
Yeah.
Sega and then cross on the Roger.
Charlie, you ready to cross? Charlie set. Charlie, let's cross. Cross.
Cross.
Alpha's one team is set. Charlie's team set.
Bravo moving. Red.
Two.
Portugal, you okay?
Good moving.
2 on hold. At the current position. Charlie holding.
Alright, everyone can look inward towards me. We're going to be going over how to clear out a compound. So for the purpose of this demonstration, let's say where you need to clear out this compound where I'm looking right now to our west.
Why am I continuing to walk?
So the first element to move in is going to be our assault element, in this case Alpha. So Alpha, where are you right now?
Right here.
Alright, so Alpha, we need to clear the compound. You're going to start with the breach.
Alright.
So we're just going to sort of simulate it all in slow motion. So Alpha is breaching, and we're all going to follow Alpha.
Stack.
Alright, Bravo, stack up.
You don't just sort of simulate walking through it.
Alright. Well, I do
Just
like
so-
how
Okay,
you want all 5 to
No,
you can breach.
Yeah.
Alright, well you can breach however you need to breach, so it doesn't really matter. But assuming that you've breached and you've gone through this building, Bravo will follow next.
Watch Bell and hook him.
So Alpha starts our breach.
On you, Stanley.
I'll hook.
Bravo follows. This is for a compound, guys, not a singular small building.
Keep moving out. Keep moving. Watch Bell and one
User in your channel timed out.
Hook right and out. On you.
Sergeant Fogel.
Yeah.
Next one, go straight.
There's a compound across the street that we probably could use to the northeast.
Yep.
Is that going to be better?
Looks better.
Alright.
Alright, Bravo, we're getting...
If you want to do that. 2 on come to northeast. It'll be better.
Everyone out. We're gonna go to northeast and have to do a compound.
Can't climb over that wall. Balls.
Alright, so with the squad, even this compound is going to be a little overkill. This really works well like Pakistan maps when you have 4 or 5 full buildings in a single compound, but we'll overkill it. So Alpha starts off our breach. As soon as Alpha's in, Bravo needs to follow right behind them and immediately set up external security. So their job is to make sure nobody's disturbing Alpha in their breach. They're going to watch all entrances into the compound and ensure that nobody's coming up to fuck up our day. Essentially, they're locking it down. No one leaves their entrance. Charlie will then come in, and they will act as direct support for Alpha. So Charlie's job is then going to be to, for instance, Alpha enters a building, Charlie will follow right behind them. They'll be the ones to cover hallways. They'll cover windows to make sure that even within the compound, nobody's shooting into the building. To leave Alpha with nothing to worry about aside from breaching and clearing. So,
User in your channel timed out.
Was simpler than our running our U formation, which you guys are excellent in, by the way. So let's just go right into this. I want to see Alpha breach, followed by Bravo setting up external security, followed by Charlie acting as a direct support to Alpha, so sort of a direct security element.
Devane, or Duluvar. I'm not sure to say your man.
We don't necessarily need to all be stacked.
Are you in Alpha?
On one side to start off this, but we'll roll with it.
Ready?
So like, let's pretend we're in our U formation. So Alpha is on the right, Charlie's on the left, and Bravo is then wherever they need to be to go in second. So, Alpha, when you're ready, take us out.
1 set.
2 set. 3 set.
4 set.
5 set.
Breaching, hooking right.
Street.
Building.
Bukovic, I want you on the first entrance we come in.
Set.
Campbell, I want you to our right.
Left gear.
So Charlie, next time you need to be in the second, the last man, and Bravo is.
God, the amount of firepower on those pipes.
On
User joined your
the right
channel.
over there with that door. And then Bukovic would be on the entrance we came in.
Teams, call out when Alpha, when the compound's clear, you need to call it over radio. Compound's clear. Bravo, when you are set in security, you need to call it out. And Charlie, you just pretty much follow Alpha. Don't say anything.
Corelli.
Compound secure.
Hey, can you cover up the
Question
right
also.
there? I got you forward.
Go for it. 4 fire teams when we're doing this.
Yeah, you're right.
Bravo's set inside, by the way.
Charlie and Delta. How are we gonna handle that? We'll figure it out when we get to it. Roger.
I'm more looking to the northeast, from where your original position. No, from your original position.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's alright.
So in this case, yes, but we're talking about big compounds here. We just use this smaller one as sort of a reference. Just want to tell that point to everyone. Can everyone hear me? Yeah. This, like I said at the beginning, this is overkill for this kind of compound, but we're talking about bigger compounds that we use this method on, where we really do need everyone in here. Does everyone get that? Can everyone sort of visualize in Pakistan one of those compounds?
Yep.
Great. Yeah.
Alright, Perry dropped. So.
Yeah, very good. So did that satisfy you?
Yeah. But I definitely hope that we try to be a little bit more spread out if we're actually in a live fire thing. Like this right here. It doesn't even have to be like an explosive. Like even a guy with an AK can sort of shred these guys. Yeah. But I mean, they'll be shooting first, hopefully. That's just, that's definitely something to keep an eye out for. I know there's no cover in this compound.
Yeah, as I said, it's a demonstration compound less than what we actually should. Probably have a team installed in the road.
So we're gonna get moving to the, well actually, Perry said one sec, so. Hang on, let's try to find a bigger compound and run a dry one on that.
What about across the street over there?
I'm actually just Zeus in the hall, just gotta find one.
Literally, like 300 right there.
No, I know, it's just not very big.
If you want to teleport us all those north of them, do it.
Yeah, it works best with something like 5 or 6 buildings.
Yeah, just do it.
Okay. Alright, while we're here, while we're all here, let's get some feedback on that U formation on the road. Did anybody
User
have
joined
any
your
thoughts
channel.
on it or confusion about it? It looked pretty good towards the end, so I was happy with the performance wise.
Sergeant Fogel.
Notice anything?
Yeah. Actually, I got a comment. I'm not sure if it's just a different style question when we're coming down. I actually had learned a little different with urban setting is that that if I'm on this side of the road, I'm actually watching across the road and the second story from here because I can pie intersections that we're coming up to or openings than the guys on the other side. I'm always seeing when people are coming down, if I'm down on this side, that I'm walking here, I'm pointing my gun in here on the side that I'm at, which is gives the outpour a greater chance to blow me away versus if I'm across the street.
Alright, stand by for teleport here.
Oops.
This way. Normally, actually, the second man in line will watch the opposite side.
Are we missing anybody?
Yeah, I just was noticing everybody all looking on just the one side they were on.
Our next week got it.
Yeah, that's my
Trucks here as well.
I probably didn't mention that part.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Yeah, thanks.
I guess that's what I was meaning to get to.
Alright, so we've got a fairly large compound just to our east here. Why don't we try your method on that one?
To our
It's
east.
not 5 or 6 buildings, but it is a few.
Okay, Bravo. So 249's gonna want to get the most coverage it can, or the entrance, the biggest entrance. The AAR's gonna want to get like the third, or I guess. So the rifleman's going to the farthest entrance or exit to the compound. The ME is going to the second farthest. The AAR is going to the third farthest, or the closest to the what we just came in. If there's only like 2 entrances and exits, the AAR and the AR are covering one of those, while red team will cover the other one. Does that make sense to you guys?
So you want me to go to the farthest point at the other entrance?
Oh, I totally didn't account for you. You'll just hang inside. Yeah. I agree with your people need to be looking across the street thing.
Basically, what you want me to cover these
So one clear.
Yeah.
Compound east. Alpha, stack up on me.
done. Charlie can cover across the road. We're gonna ask about it. Yeah.
Stanley, you're in the wrong spot again.
I'm in the wrong spot.
I mean, the T's part of Alpha right now.
What's he doing stacking?
5 set.
Bravo's ready.
Are we clear to breach? One ready, Alpha. Roger, breaching. Breaching.
Whitcomb, let me know when you guys get ready to breach so that I come off my rear security.
Roger that. Breaching now.
Thank you.
Going to your right.
Oh my god.
You keep crossing me, bro.
Alpha's pushing to the first office building at the east. Charlie's on your 6 up.
Stanley, you got it. Your entrance all the way to our east.
Start with the upstairs.
Campbell, I want you looking at the northeast entrance that they're crossing now.
That's him behind.
What's that?
Actually, you're set here. Don't move.
Yeah.
I'll take that one.
We got an opening in the wall facing southwest.
I'm in that position now.
Prep.
Got detonation to the west, northwest.
A-firm, that was Alpha's team.
Security around Alpha.
They're in need of corpsman.
Alpha head on that frag. Do you want us to push on, or, well, never mind, we only have 2 people left.
Guys need a corpsman?
Yeah, they might be dead, actually.
Charlie, keep clearing. Instead of Alpha Bravo, just keep a bubble security around Charlie.
Guess I gotta get upstairs.
Was that a bed frag?
They're dead.
Fucking bad frag.
All 3 dead. Have 3 killed. We have them with me. We got a contact, 2nd floor, south side. Contact. Unarmed.
Alpha's gonna continue clearing with what we have. Done on me.
Well, I just wanted to call out the contact. So.
We're gonna breach this room straight. I actually have a slash equipped, so we shouldn't die. Open the door when we're go. Call it. Go.
Charlie, it's cleared the first office building, bottom floor, all clear. Moving upstairs now.
The door behind.
Crossing behind, crossing behind.
Crossing behind.
Go ahead and you breach in. I'm gonna go down too.
Red team will take the left, blue team will take the right. Done. Red team.
Alright, come on down.
Go, no, go on up. I'll wait.
Alright. Going in.
Yeah, I was just trying to get some guys got killed. Coming down.
Stanley, how's things east? Do you have good eyes over there?
Yeah, they're good.
You guys ready?
Yeah,
Bukovic, you good?
Yes.
Actually, with Charlie, be advised to come across a civilian in the 2nd floor of this office building over.
And between that green building
Copy,
and the
just
2-story just south of you that goes into southwest.
No cops over.
To the right, basically right here.
Yeah, just straight on down where I'll be setting up. But anyway, those it was 3 Kilo Indy Alpha, so
Okay.
yeah. It was
So what
bad frag.
Yeah, I'm getting shot in the back.
Compound as big as this, and it's not possible for 4 guys to cover every entrance. I want you guys to basically sort of act as Charlie's role, but for an entire office building. So you guys need to make sure nobody disturbs Alpha and Charlie as they're clearing the office building. So you pretty much stay right around the office building, sort of like you have, but just make sure they're covered 360 around it.
Copy that.
So you can't cover the entire compound, so let enemies come in the compound.
Helix, can I get you to the 2nd floor of the office building?
Alright, understandable.
Southern end of it. I got a civvy here.
Hey, Bukovic, can you get up on me?
Alpha's moving to the next building.
Wait.
Alpha group on me.
What's going on there?
Bravo, move your protection to the other building.
Alright. We're moving to our south building. Bravo on the move.
Move where?
You're still good, Stanley. I'm looking this way.
With this new ace thing, we also have a melee that we can actually, I think it actually break the window instead of discharging the weapon.
Going left. Roger, going right.
Or they can open door and throw it in.
I think it do that too.
Second building. Looks like we're talking to some
wanted to go all gung ho, you know.
We have a civilian in the second building, bottom floor.
Why did you room clear?
Do we know if Bukovic is off comms for a second or something?
Charlie's exiting the first office building. Gonna go ahead and support the second one over.
Why did you flash?
Would you rather we frag?
You two continue to breach.
Yeah, didn't sound like a good idea to me either.
Sir? Sir?
You see Bukovic sitting down. Top.
Copy that. I think he might be AFK.
This is where I work.
Alright, ready?
I'm gonna hook left. Sir, left. Got doors on the left.
Do we have anyone still covering the northeast entrance?
Negative. We're just securing this office building that they're clearing out now. We're just gonna simulate that Bukovic is looking that direction. Actually, Smith, I'm not sure how to say your name. Sorry. If you can look that way. Smythe, if you can cover that direction, that would be great.
Smythe, it's that,
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I was being realigned. Did you need me to pull out over there to you?
No, you look good where you are.
I guess the concern here is that Sergeant Fogel was thinking that if I pulled in a little bit, even though I lost line, you lost line of sight with me, I had the ability to observe the upper and lower floors in case anybody was going to ingress or egress from the building.
Yep.
This is Charlie, be advised, the second office building's top floor is now clear, over.
Building clear.
Copy. Alpha coming out of the second building.
Got friendlies coming out.
12 full security around the compound using the buildings as boom barriers. Charlie, if you want, Alpha's gonna secure.
Say again, Charlie.
Alright, let's secure to our northeast.
Roger that, Charlie will hold second office building.
Roger.
Actually, scratch that. We are clearing internal.
LT, form a school circle.
Where is school circling?
Regrouping with you, Rob.
Where's Alpha?
Right here.
Just to note, Alpha, that metal building that we came from the start was never cleared. Alright, so next time hit that first, then move on.
Right.
Is this everybody?
Should be.
Charlie's out here.
Okay, excellent. Okay, that looked pretty decent. There's a few points I'd like to bring out that I didn't like. Firstly, the very first thing I noticed, which was good, was you guys all breaching the compound. That looked pretty fucking fantastic. I would have liked to see maybe a team cross the entrance after one team had breached, just to, you know, do like we do in buildings. You know, one going left, one going right, or two going right, and three going left. You know, that kind of deal. Except do it on a fire team level. After the breach, we did bypass the metal building, which is a no-no, because in turn, our single rear guard, Corporal Vukovic, who I decided to bring into my custody, I was gonna bring him, like, arrest him or something, but I didn't have the stuff to do it. So instead, I just killed him and had him sit next to me. So, Bravo team, you actually lost a member, and I understand that you stated that he was AFK, which is good that you're still kind of communicating. But, you know, if someone is AFK and he's your only rear guard, you should definitely replace him immediately, or at least check on it. Because if he's not AFK, he's going to be dead. Yeah, go ahead.
Just a quick note on this compound for something that's this was a little bit bigger than what I thought of when I explained the original plan. So the small shift we make if something's this big. With the original plan, we have Bravo covering every entrance basically. It's just not possible with this big a compound. So instead, Bravo sort of maintains a bubble of protection around the office building currently being cleared by Alpha and Charlie.
Gotcha.
So I told Bravo that in the moment, but just so everyone is clear, because you ever have to act as Bravo. That's the shift that needs to be made with the giant compounds like this.
With mount situations, as an ITP instructor and as an officer now, looking on it, these are terrifying. I dread teaching it, and I dread having it actually happen in an operation, for a lot of reasons. One, it is very fucking easy to have shit, you know, happen, just like Vukovic got killed by me. You know, that's something that wasn't supposed to happen. But he was by himself. It could have been slightly mitigated, but as Focal stated, there was a little bit of confusion on what needed to be done. And my plan's not really perfect, you know. So, you also saw that we had a bad frag situation, which nothing's going to come of that. That's understandable that shit like that happens. Just make sure you double check it next time. Let's see. The reason that I wanted you guys to clear this compound is just a squad, and I know it wasn't exactly what you envisioned there, Fogel, but when the situation demands it, everyone needs to be flexible, and that's the lesson here. This compound is way too large for a squad to clear. I would rather have both 2-1 and 2-2 clearing, with 2-3 at some point able to provide security. That would be the ideal situation, but unfortunately, this is just 2-1. And, you know, 2-2 is mixed in, but we only have one squad here. When you're dealt a hand, you deal with it, and you execute a plan based on that. And sometimes, you get thrown into this shit, and you don't have time to make a plan. So I need all of you, my fire team leads, and my team members, and even my squad leads sometimes, need to be very, very flexible. I really, really like the way we do mount. Fogel, this is an excellent training. I'm very pleased with the way it's turned out, and we're not done here. We are going to get to shoot shit. We haven't been just running around in our boots for nothing for the rest of you guys. But the best advice I can give you is, even though we have this wonderful practice for mount, and it's a good formation, if something happens that no longer becomes the best course of action, as a fire team lead or as a squad, you should say something. You should say, this isn't working, we need to change it up before we get fucked. Does anyone, and I'm opening up the floor to everyone, have a question or comment on the mount training that we just did before we go on to a little live fire scenario? Corporal Payne, go ahead and stand up and switch to yelling for me.
Hey, so this is about the U formation on the street back there. The one thing that was noticed about it is, oh shit.
Does he know that?
So one thing I noticed about it was, usually during an operation or live fire, we are rushing a lot. So if we're going to be sitting in different sections calling out to each other that we're going across one by one and then getting yelled at that we have to move faster, it won't really work out. Like if we're allowed to take our time and move as we are at the timing we did in the training, it would work. But in an operation and whatnot, usually there's a lot of rushing that's happening through everything. Everything has to be quick. So I don't know if that formation will hold out.
The formation will hold out, and I understand your comment. That's a good comment. You're right. Things need to move quickly and fluidly in an operation or in any kind of sort of live fire scenario. This, I put faith in this formation. All it needs is practice. It needs a trial by fire, and it needs to be utilized. I'm sure if we had all of 2-1 here, it would look a lot better. That's just my thoughts because they've done it so often. Correct, Fogel?
Correct. I just want to say this is a difficult formation, but when you guys get it smooth, when you're on the ball, when one team calls set, the next team starts moving, it's actually very quick.
This is something that I, as a platoon commander, Astrif has mentioned. Probably, I don't remember if he mentioned it first. Yeah, actually it was. Astrif mentioned it first, and I like it, and I'm sure Fogel will agree as well, that we want to work on platoon level communication, getting to know each other to the point where we can all work as gears in the machine. So it will take practice. It will take a little bit of boring, SOP readings, sometimes not shooting things. That's just how we get better. And then we get to shoot shit and really kick some serious ass and make some good, memorable moments. So, with that being said, Shrock, you had a question?
If Shrock is speaking, I can't hear him.
Yeah, I'll repeat the question, it's fine. So, the question was, will the U formation be utilized just to move to objectives or to clear towns, correct?
Yeah, that's the gist of my question.
I'll turn that over to Fogel, actually. How do you use that formation? Sergeant Fogel?
So, it works best if it's a patrol through basically hostile territory and you're trying to sweep and clear. If you want to enter every building and individually clear, it still works, but it just has to be changed a little bit to basically have one side of the street converge on the other to allow it to allow one team to clear, basically. So it's basically similar. It's the same thing, except instead of 4 people on one side, you have 2 and 2.
Okay, I like that answer. Dunleavy? Or change?
Yeah, I was just going to comment on the way you guys move and the methodical clearing and everything. Coming from prior military, the one thing that was always drilled into our heads was slow is smooth, smooth is fast. So yes, be quick, but make sure you're, like I said, being methodical in what you're doing. Rushing into something, you can easily miss, an enemy in the corner or something like that. Just make sure you're following through with your actions.
It's better to be right than first.
Yes.
Exactly.
We're not Russian. We're American.
That's a different way to put it, so that's fine. It's Mike. Make sure you switch the answer.
Let's make sure. Yeah. La 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 la. Okay. I wasn't sure what happened with the bad frag, but remember we also do have the precise throw, high throw, drop throw still in the system. I think the default is the 8 key, not numpad 8, but the 8 key. You can your toss. If you don't, normally the default is a high throw.
I would advise caution on that. Make sure that you're not set to drop when you throw a frag.
Right. But, yeah. But the point being that if you're tossing and I've often seen people do the high throw and bonk it off the top of the clamshell of a door. So, but there's the precise throw where you can throw it right through the middle of the door or the window.
Yeah, Ephraim, we're just gonna ignore that. It was an accident from what I heard, and it's fine. The person who knows they did wrong knows they did wrong, and they don't need to hear any more about it. So, we clear?
Hoorah.
My apologies, didn't mean recrimination on that comment.
No, you're fine. It's fine. Alright, Fogel, you had a comment as well?
Yeah, I just wanted to say one thing in general about Mount, especially when you're dealing with big spaces like a street or a compound. You guys just really need to trust your fellow Marine next to you to cover their sector. So, you hear some gunfire coming from across the street, you guys still look down your street. It's a mental barrier you guys all got to overcome, or else we're all fucked.
Yep. Communication is very key. So if your guy, if if someone says I'm covering this direction, trust them. Don't look that direction. You need to look a different direction. Because in Mount, there's a ton of corners, there's a ton of alleys, there's a ton of windows. That's a lot to cover. So trust your buddy next to you, as Fogle said, and cover your own damn sector. But with that in mind, obviously your fire team lead should be checking in on your guys every so often. Be like, hey, are we still good? Are we still green? We're not down. No one's missing. You know, that kind of deal. Because if someone doesn't respond, there's obviously a hole in defense now, and someone needs to figure out how the fuck to fix it. This is going to be the last question for now. Payne?
Yeah, it's just a quick question thought about this. Do we have handcuffs still with Ace 3?
We do. They're just not, they weren't in our box. We'll fix that later.
They're in the BAS box if you guys need them for your team training, at least for now.
Yeah, that was brought up during the, well, not during the planning meeting, but the post-planning meeting. If we don't have those in the box by the time we get to operations, I'll be talking directly with the Zeus operator to drop us in a box of zip cuffs, so don't you worry yourself with it.
Alright, thanks.
Alright, with that being stated, we're going to continue this mount. However, we'll be doing it with a live fire scenario. Sergeant Astruth,
Yeah.
will you be so kind as to take us back to the vehicles, and we'll press on to the town that we need to assault.
They're on the road to our west there. We'll be heading up to the town of Redopoly.
And I'll actually, Fogle, if you'll come with me real quick, and Ace.
I was gonna step off.
You can go ahead and have your guys get loaded up if you want.
2-1, load up in the vehicles.
Corporal's gonna step off.
BHE Launchbill's gonna take over. Copy.
I'll be in the
Good luck, everybody.
Alright, so it looks like tomorrow is up to go.
Second Vic again.
User left your channel.
Roger. Alright, thanks for coming.
Wait a minute. Somebody check my spot. That's all good, man.
Checking in on +0.
Whoa, is there like a marine icon on the back of this? Oh no, it's not.
User left your channel.
Oh, it's because you're in here. Is that, well, like you see the little red dot?
Yeah.
Bravo's all mounted.
Charlie's all mounted.
They pretty much he killed me after I told you I was with.
Sorry about that, Big Vic. I didn't know what was going on there. I just saw you in timeout.
Yeah.
No, he actually killed me because
I'll put my earplugs in since we're doing live fire now.
Yeah, it makes sense. Some guy taking a piss in the latrine there came out and shot you in the head. I saw it. Don't worry, I shot him for you though. I shot him. I avenged you.
Do we know what's going on?
They're planning it out right now.
Okay.
Sergeant Fogle, Lance Corporal Bain has to step off here. Is that okay? Corporal White will be taking over Team Charlie.
Hey, firm. What company copy?
Copy that he's stepping off.
Okay, just make sure all the teams are even. I think we might have one more, one team than another. Just figure all that shit out. Okay.
Copy that. Alpha and Charlie, how many guys do you have? Oh fuck. Alpha and Charlie, how many guys do you have?
This is Charlie. We currently have a three-man team.
It follows that Alpha would as well.
I think they had an extra. I think they might be at 4.
No, Alpha had an extra.
Or I'm sorry, 5. Yeah, so I think now they're at 4.
Yeah.
Man, I am super fucking out of it today. I don't know why.
I see what's going on. You want to get rid of the troublesome corpsman. I get it.
No, I want to keep you though. You got the band-aids. But unfortunately, yeah, when when we get unloaded, you could link up with them and pretend to be riflemen or whatever. Charlie. Charlie.
Charlie? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what?
Last Vic.
.3?
Yeah, .3.
You want me to just unload and head over there to him right now?
Actually, yeah, we're just sitting here. Sounds like a good plan. Thanks for riding along.
Yep. Thanks for trading me out. I'll remember this.
Who's this?
Kowski.
Okay.
I figured Vic 1 was a bad idea.
They're always a bad idea. Fucking driving into shit and stuff.
I don't leave Vic 1 anymore. I like being Vic 1. I like driving us the wrong way.
Oh, I hate being Vic 1, man. I have to navigate.
GG1, this is Alpha Radio check, over.
Loud and clear, Alpha.
Say again.
Disregard, Charlie. They're just radio checking. Silly, I can't believe you didn't realize this thing had a long-range radio.
Well, I mean, I knew about a week ago.
They've always had long ranges.
Looking good.
Yeah, we're all set up. We got 4 in each team, and we're ready to roll.
And I need to get back in the group.
Let me know when we're ready to roll out.
So I need to open the back.
I don't know.
I don't know, for some reason.
So team leads open up for maps.
You sure inside of...
We'll be moving to the town of Verdopoly. Dismount point is marked grade 187160. We'll be dismounting D2 actually. I want to see the mark D2.
A-firm.
A-firm.
Look to your right. Like far right.
See.
Alright, I'll send you the screenshot.
From there, we'll be walking in a staggered column on the ASR north. Once we actually come to the town, we'll be switching to our U formation. It's an unhostile town. We'll be pushing south to north. Once we hit the MSR, we'll turn left and push north out of there. If we take contact from building, we will clear it. So whatever side we take contact on, that team will clear. So if it's Alpha's side, which will be left side, Alpha will clear the building. And then that means Charlie has to move 2 people to Alpha's side to still keep security.
Copy that. Alpha Charlie copies.
Bravo copies. Are we bringing a Vic or are we going on foot? And by we, I mean Bravo.
No, we're not bringing any back.
Is the one, go ahead.
White, you are Alpha.
Copy that.
Copy, I'll pass it down. Are you calling on 5-0 Cowboys to start over?
So I'm sure you guys are on 5-0 for ConvoyNet, and also ensure that nobody uses explosives, 40 mic, HE, anything inside the town. There may be civilians.
Shoot out the back. No. I'm guessing Fogel's in our Vic, so you guys all heard that?
Yep.
Okay. Stanley.
I think I'm sitting on.
You can't blow people up.
Yeah.
Pagan.
A-firm, lead Vic, make sure you're on 5-0.
Yeah, I'm on 5-0.
You getting here about that?
You want me to do all the call outs?
That's okay.
Or you got it?
I'll take care of it.
Our D2 marker is about 400 meters to our right.
pulling up to it?
Yeah, that's our dismount.
I'm gonna pull up behind that wall.
No, just herringbone, kind of close to where their Vic is. I actually have shitty draw distance right now, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Vic 2 going off road.
Yeah, just herringbone to our right here. Best we can. Good enough. Alright, full dismount.
Northeast. Just when you get chair, full dismount, and start getting on the road.
Alright guys, let's move to our road. We're gonna be staggered column. Bravo copies, Oscar Mike.
Alpha copies, Oscar Mike. Alpha Bravo Charlie, that order, staggered column, north, moving. Actual be advised, Charlie is on the rear.
Doing a team on the same side.
Staggered column.
Sorry, can we confirm which fire team is which rear?
One sec guys, I have to
2-1, move. Alpha is white. Copy.
I have to AFK 1 second, I'll catch up.
1 move. Rush.
We got the hookup with you.
Alright, we're moving, guys. Oh, go ahead. Hurry.
Come on, you
Hold
can.
up, Alpha. Vic, you've got 2 IC.
I'm back, I'm almost there.
Just want to push your guys off the road a few meters.
Getting off the road just a couple meters.
A few meters. Get off the road about 5 meters.
Okay, I made it back.
Transition into a U formation.
Alright, we're transitioning to U formation. I'll be on the right.
Jared, cross the road. Charlie's on left.
Bravo set.
Alpha set. 2-1, begin movement.
We're moving. Contact.
Contact, northeast. Contact straight ahead north.
Contact straight down the road.
Contacts down north. Alpha Charlie, let your first guy know that he needs to be looking straight ahead down the road. Second guy should be looking on their side. Opposite side. And the street. Hey, should be advised, we got contact. Alpha down right northeast. I just took the G on the other side of this courtyard wall.
How hurt?
Here's my right leg. Bandaging. Charlie, reach that building, Curious. Civilian north. I'm green.
Charlie's breaching the building to the east.
I saw him.
This is Lance Corporal Shock from Alpha. Be advised, my whole fire team's down. Taking command of Alpha. Over.
User left your channel.
Stanley, you keep looking south. I'm gonna look east. Are we taking contact from back there?
No contact south. Charlie, when that building is clear, come back on the road, provide security.
Let's get back down the road, boys.
I believe I have an audible on the Vic somewhere in to the north.
Don't hear it.
Copy. 2-1, call out with how many guys you have left.
Bravo's full.
Alpha's 1 times effective. Over. Charlie's green.
Alright, Bravo, Charlie. Bravo, you'll be on the left side, Charlie, you'll be on the right. Just getting a call on either side.
Copy that. Bravo's on the right.
And Charlie, it's getting called on the right side of the road here.
Or the left. Or on the left, I guess.
The one guy left from Alpha, just cover our rear the entire time.
On you, Stanley. Bravo's set up and ready to move.
Charlie's good to go.
Move one ready, stay in line no matter what.
Lukavic's covering the rear since he's got the big gun.
Copy that. Stanley, I'm going up.
One man down.
Set.
In the top of the building. Building to our east, we got 2 men down. This compound is not clear.
The fuck? How come neither of those guys told me he was shot? Be advised, I have 1 guy down.
So one's holding while we assess.
Be advised, I'm going to cover our back
So one
medics.
any casualties.
A-firm times 1 in Bravo.
Charlie has lost 1 man.
Copy, going up.
So one continue movement. We need more communication on SWAT-net between the teams.
Alright guys, we're continuing movement down the road north. I'm taking over as point man.
Roger.
Alright Charlie, I've got the corner to your west. Alright, feel free to cross.
This is a long sprint.
Crossing.
Let's move. I'm crossing.
Last man.
Set. Go ahead, cross.
Bravo's crossing north.
Stanley's back up. Moving to his position.
Charlie, stay in line.
I'm crossing your guys' fire.
Contact right. East.
I'm set.
Charlie, that was your sector. 2-1, keep moving.
Lukavic, go. Yeah, I'm going.
Wilco, I'm gonna push to your position now.
Stanley, you still moving to us?
Hey, firm on my way.
Alpha, you can stay in line with Charlie.
Shit.
Shots fired right. Almost to you.
Getting shot at from our east.
Contact north. Contact north in the building. One contact near stop sign, right side, behind the wall.
There's stop sign.
Yeah, direct north.
Charlie, tell your second man
Bearing
to watch the opposite side of the road.
Cover that. Second man and our columns are watching the opposite side of the road. We're good to continue movement. We're Bravo's set and ready to cross.
Do you want me to take it on point again?
No, let them go.
I'm set. Whenever you guys are ready.
Go for it, Bukvik.
Crossing.
So across.
Bravo set.
Far down the street, we have some sort of movement crossed.
Charlie, let's cross. Move up.
Moving crossing.
Corellia, move up. Set.
Set.
It's a good day to be Haymaker 2.
Come across. Somebody needs to look towards our south.
I saw some sort of movement to our south. I'm sure if it's friendly or not.
I think it's friendly.
Shock, move up.
Continue moving, guys.
Be advised, we have one civilian in the building.
Stanley, we're moving.
So continue moving north. Stay in line with each other, teams.
Got it. I got point, you got right.
Alright, Stanley, we have rear.
Should be watching down the road. Second man, watch opposite side.
Charlie is. Contact north.
Contact up in the building, up in the building.
Charlie, breach that right side.
You guys gonna cover me or what? Jesus.
Jacked up here.
Cover to the right.
He's right here. I'm bandaging. There's a
Continue covering. Stanley, get out in front.
Whoever is the last man will come watching down south.
I'm going front. Red shots.
Get front, I'm watching south. We might need a corpsman up here, I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm going to watch north.
Some sort of frag out, careful.
bleeding pretty
behind me.
Yeah, I think Campbell's hit. He's to our front.
Just Bravo team. Fire. Just Bravo fire team down. Over.
Be advised, I believe LT's down.
Charlie, is that building clear?
Who the fuck?
Building is sure where they fired that from.
Alpha across the street, or Bravo across the street, and 7
down.
Felix, you copy?
This is USCN 221, taking over for Bravo. Alright, Bravo, we need to take these guys across the street. Rush. If you can grab wood cover. Get cover, get cover.
I couldn't fucking scroll wheel to it. Motherfucker.
Yeah, I can grab boots. Anyone steal less than this crossing the street. Okay, HR got him.
Negative. Qualified not zero.
keep watching north.
Who's down?
Requesting Helix in the compound to the northeast, across the street.
What the hell is the problem? Somebody needs to be watching down this way.
We need to pull security on this compound and cover Helix.
So when you guys need to be in the compound.
Bring them all the way inside, don't put them on the street.
White?
Who's up right now? Bukovic is absent.
I need to wipe my goggles. I'm fine now.
Give me an ace report. Otherwise,
Campbell's back up. Contact northwest. Campbell get set up somewhere. Watch security. Pull security. Entry to the south.
2-1, how many guys do you have up in each team?
Bravo has 3 up.
I'm in pain a lot.
Charlie has 3.
Alpha still 1.
Okay, how you looking?
Bravo, you still up?
That's good.
Yeah.
Copy. You get less than 50% KIA. I need you to call out to me because we'll do a tactical.
Come up. Guys.
You got an iron red down here.
Am I good to move?
Yeah, you're good to move.
Thank you.
Bravo, what's our status? I've got contact to the west. Bukovic still up.
God damn it.
Bravo is pulling security and compound, waiting for team to be healed. You got contact west. Check over. Contact west is eliminated.
I'm back up, Stanley. Where do you need me? Well, fill me in on the situation. We're getting shot at. I don't know what's going on.
All the units should be covered. We're taking contacts from the northwest. If you can just post up at any door that's available, I think you're all taking that.
This is too bunched. Alright, actual, be advised that Bravo team lead back up, ready to move.
I have a gap opening to my east.
Like a clusterfuck, and I love it.
You got that?
Yeah, I got that gap to our east. I'm watching our east gap.
Good advice, Charlie is down to 2.
Because I'm McCormick, I'm trying not to.
Exactly.
Contact somewhere northwest.
Actually, you up?
Hey, firm, what's the status?
Bravo's all up and ready.
Charlie?
Charlie's ready to go. We got 2. And
copy, let's continue movement.
What happened? What is this menu? Why is it popping up right now?
Alpha, get on the west side of the road. Charlie, get on the east side and move.
Because somebody placed armor.
Charlie over on the east side of the road.
Copy that, moving to the west side of the road.
Popped up, but I think we're alerted.
Moving to the west side of the road.
I'm taking contacts from the east side of this compound and pushing off of it then. When we're ready to move.
We're pushing off into them? What do you mean?
You said we're getting back on the road?
Yeah, we're getting back on the road.
Push forward so that we can start full out.
We got audible on large armor Vic to our north.
Alright, get off the road. Take the side streets north.
Moving 18.
We're taking the side streets, we're moving north. I'm going crossing. Looking east.
I got south.
Charlie, move the same way, cover each other.
Vic's coming up. Clear back blast. Back blast clear. So I want you kind of watching down to our east.
Were you trying to say something on
Oh, Stanley was not over here.
No, I was calling out just now.
Hey, contact, fucking west. Just look at the building.
Fuck, missed him.
The building to the left, it's tan, 2 stories.
What's the status of that armor?
One down. There you go. Top story building. He's done.
I'm getting it. Alright, safe.
Vukovic's down.
Where is Spokal dead?
2-1, we're going to be crossing the street to the west. Get set up to one team cover the other.
Advise. Contact east. We've got contact.
Bravo's set to cover movement west. Bravo, get up on me.
Vukovic is down.
Copy that, Charlie. We're crossing. Bravo, we're crossing now.
On you.
Bravo set.
2-1, give me numbers.
Bravo's 3.
Klowski, you gotta pick that up.
Charlie, let me know when you're across.
Really, head over.
Charlie, how stronger? How many strong are you?
Strong.
Can you be watching to my east a little bit? I got down the street.
Yeah.
Just like windows and shit. Alright, all of 2-1 is to the west of the road.
Copy, rest of 2-1's coming across now. Alright, 2-1 will be methodically pulling back southwest to the VIX. So, Bravo, cover our rear as Charlie begins movement southwest through these back buildings.
Cover that. Bravo's covering the rear. Right, we're withdrawing to our VIX. We're covering the rear. We're moving southwest.
Roger that, I'm providing cover for your movement. I'm direct to your south.
Say again. First message?
I'm providing cover for you.
Copy that.
Contact north.
Charlie, move a little bit, let Bravo get set up, and then continue.
Campbell, pull back to us.
Moving. Somebody cover down. Charlie set.
Alright, I'm picking up this,
Just let me know if you're still not I don't want to be last man crossing.
I don't want to be either.
My reload.
Bravo's moving to you. We're moving to Charlie. The fuck did they go?
What fire team that are you using right now?
TG1.
Oh.
Crossing your line.
The fuck did Charlie go?
This is Charlie right here.
Okay. Charlie, we're set.
Charlie set, ready to move up.
So I'm gonna get on this corner looking west.
Contact mode. Krasnov, get behind me. You can't get down.
Quite a bit faster.
Stanley, let me know when Charlie is
Charlie, if you can't break contact
actually.
in southwest.
I don't see him either.
Sounds like I have shots from our southwest, southeast. Might be friendly actually. Sounds like 249.
Sure, we need to peel southwest across the street.
That's a 249.
Nice. Contact southeast. Or east.
Let me know when Charlie's all the way across. I'm not looking that way.
Charlie's broken contact.
I'm gonna smoke out down this road.
Advise I'm not providing
Charlie's
cover, I'm
last man.
apparently dead.
Smoke out. Oh, that's a frag.
Frag.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, I'm ready to cross.
Cross.
Taking contact from northwest.
Cross. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Am I the last person? Did nobody tell me?
And you're last man, let's go.
Go past me, go past me. You guys move past, move past. I've got the rear. With him.
Not to southwest, no.
Alright then.
Alright, Bravo, let's get moving southwest.
Let's make sure our corpsmen stay up with freaking Charlie or Alpha.
Smoke going out to our west. Smoke going out to our northwest.
We're going southwest.
Look out.
Damn, we're bunched up.
Yeah, we need to move. Let's go southwest. Bravo on you, me. Be advised, Bravo's moving southwest.
Look out.
Set up in this house. Bravo set.
You got west.
I've got northwest. North.
Yep.
No, we need somebody looking east really bad.
Crossing. Well, we're coming from the east, so.
I got a guy running field.
Got him, get in the building.
He's down. A guy with more fire coming from that direction, unknown though.
Well, there might be contacts that direction too.
Man. I don't know.
Charlie, let me know when you're set.
Who's here with us right now? What's...
Alright, Bravo's moving. We're moving.
Direction.
Southwest.
Charlie, is that you bounding right now?
Say
Whoever's bounding southwest needs to move southeast now.
Copy that. Didn't receive that. Moving southeast. Moving southeast, guys. Crossing your fire. Crossing your fire.
Crossing. I got one just like that.
Charlie set.
This is a terrible spot. We need to keep pressing to that wall.
Go for it. I'm just holding up for a second. Keep going, Kowalski.
Set up security in this compound to the south.
Yeah, Stanley, go to the wall up there. I'm just being last person. Setting up security in the compound to our south.
When you set for a breach, you clear it first, yeah?
Oh, that was brave.
Set on you.
One set.
Whoever gets
You're
here
set.
first, clear out the building.
It looks like we have people inside. Just go, go, go.
Going right.
Going right.
Setting up on the building.
Yeah, me either.
I knew it was the man.
I've got the entrance we just came through. Bravo's cleared the building compound tour that we were supposed to be in.
One set.
Charlie's moving towards you.
This one right here, guys.
Set up this and the decks form outside the house. Soul circle.
Looks like we're school circling somewhere outside the house. Where do you want us? Right here, I'm guessing. Oh, they're all coming from our northeast.
To the front of the house.
Oh. Yeah, here we go. We're not gonna get in trouble here, are we, Ace?
No, I think I deleted him this time. The last time I thought I deleted the guy that was running around in the fucking back end. He went and killed me, so.
Alright. So, if you died, please stand up.
Does the first bad frag count?
No, first bad frag does not count. If you
Just a live
died
fire
after
one.
taking contact with the enemy, please stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. Okay. That's bad. Go ahead and take an Egan.